Hello. It is Friday, and some additional stuff has happened. I had Jared here, new person sorting for the first time. He was here for about 3 hours. Got a lot of stuff done. That was really good. While he was here, I was sorting through these pieces, just the small clips and bars and different things like that. It's the last category of the modified plate, and so this is the second shoebox. I've actually already gone through an entire shoebox because there's more pieces over here that are already sorted. So there's a lot of these, and some of these categories are going to be a bear to sort because there's just more stuff that needs to be sorted down. This one here, this one here, this one here, and this one here, it's all one piece. So it's not going to be a difficult thing unless there's a variant. Oh, and this one here, but that's all I've gotten through everything so far. But this one here, this one, this one, this one, and this one all have different types of pieces in there, so they'll need to be sorted out, and there's variants of pieces. The clips is probably going to be the very last one I do because it's just going to be a bear. And in sorting that, I've seen that these two pieces need a little extra cleanup, perhaps. These are pieces, and they're actually, this one belongs, they both belong in here. They just need a little extra cleanup. These are all pieces that don't belong in the category, other modified plate categories, but not this one. These are broken, and then this stuff is non-Lego here. So, and then this stuff back here didn't get found in that stuff. So that is what we got going on there. I just had a visit too from a friend of mine from England. Ben came by for a visit for about a day, a little bit more maybe, and I showed him the operation here, and we did some other stuff around the area as well. So that was really fun. And anything else I've got going on? I think that is about it at this point. I'm going to hopefully finish this sorting tonight. It's not terribly late yet. And then maybe start working on some sub-sorting for some of these categories. We will see what I decide to do next. Either that or I'll take a category and color sort it or something like that. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do next. As always, thank you very much. Hello. And we are done with doing the first sub-sort for these small little clips and other connector type pieces. These here, they all fit in the container that I started with them with, and this could have probably gone into an even smaller container. But like all these other ones, I had to get new containers, these ones here, to dump them into. Some there's more than less in it. There's certainly a lot in this one, but some of these are as much as like 3 studs long. In how big they are, and these are all the 1x1 clips, so I think there's more in here, even though it's not quite as full as this one, because I think they're just smaller each. That's going to be a bear. That's going to be the last one I do. I'm not really sure about some of the rest of these, what order I'll do them in, but these will probably be some of the first ones I do because there's so few of them, and I know these two, these 3, it's all one piece, unless there's a variant I'm not aware of. And then this, they're larger pieces. They all have a 2x2 area at least, and so there's probably only 3 or 4 different pieces in here, so that'll be pretty easy. I also have all these to deal with. I'm going to do a quality control on them and see what's worth keeping, what's not, and a lot of these I'll probably just be able to add to inventory that already is in the store. That's what I've got going on right now, and I'm going to work on it a little bit longer tonight, and I'm going to call it a night, but I probably won't have another video for tonight until, maybe tomorrow we'll do something. Anyway, thank you. Hello. So we are upstairs. It is late on Monday. Ben was here, gave help with a bunch of stuff, and I had some other people here doing some work outside and inside, and we're going to head downstairs now, and you'll see the first thing that happened. A long time ago, I think I had mentioned that I bought this. I think I showed it, and so now it is installed. It's a metal Lego light. It's not installed the way I would like 100%. I'll see if I can get that done at some point in the future, but at the moment it is up. And I may add some sort of additional light, or perhaps finally get rid of this wooden cover because I don't need it anymore because it's a little dark going down here. And I also might try to open it up because it looks like there might be some dirt here on the opposite side, or maybe that's where the light bulb is and it's burning it a little bit. I'm not certain. But anyway, it is up. And so now we're going to go downstairs further. And we're going to take a look at all sorts of stuff that's happened down here. The main thing really is the work Ben has been doing just amazing stuff for me. Very helpful. You can see we've got these cases here have minifigures in them. I believe they're all full. Yep, they're all full of minifigures right there, and I believe the rest of them are as well. Over here, I was working on stickering different stuff. This is Z2. One of those over there is Z1 because it's already got labels on the outer bags. I have to print more labels for him as well. And he'll probably be back Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure which. But yeah, so that is what's going on down here for that. Going this way, I've been working on the modified brick, but we've also did put in some time sorting as well because he likes to break it up a little bit. And so he was going through this tote here, which is largely empty now, but we've got a lot of stuff through here that's been sorted. And so yeah, I still have this office chair to put together at some point. It's kind of lower priority at the moment, but I will get to it. And I've got actually 2 more upstairs. It was a good deal, so I bought 3 of them. But that is what I've got going on down here at the moment. And we will be back with a more update tomorrow, I'm sure. Thank you. Hello. It is Tuesday night. I had several different parts that I put away in the cart already today. And I took one of the other 4 of those containers. So we only have 3 left. And I sorted them out. And it's just these 2 pieces. This one here, which is like a 1x2 with a bar at the end, and then these 2 down here, which is a 1x2 with a bar at either end. And they were just in a category themselves. That's all there is right there, that one part. It wasn't a terribly full one, but these next 3, they are all pretty full, and there's actually more different varieties of parts in here. This top one is clips. I believe they're all 1x2. So it's a 1x2 piece that has a clip somewhere on it, either off to the side or on the top, or, you know, and there can be 2 on the side. I think there's 1 on the side versions. There's the top one on a short end. Where's the 1 on the side? There's got to be 1 around here somewhere. Yeah, I certainly didn't seed this with the parts that I was going to show. I can't find one immediately. Oh, there's one right there. So it's, you know, 1 on the side. So all those different clips, we'll have to sort those by clip type, and then double check to see if there's any variants, and then do like color sorts and that sort of thing. Another category is this one. These are other types of joints, hinges. The older ones, and then actually even older ones are in here too, like these. Those are in here. And then also ball joints with just, you know, with the ball and the other part. And these are all also, I believe, 1x2 pieces or slightly bigger. Like this is like a little bit longer than a 1x2. It's almost 3. And like this one is probably technically 3 long and that kind of thing. But that's all the stuff in there. And then the last one, this one I'm really not looking forward to. This is all the 1x1 clips. So, you know, a clip on the side that's in that orientation, a clip on the side that is that orientation. It also includes the clip that goes straight up, which, of course, can I find one of immediately? No. Here we go. One of these where the clip goes straight up. But they're all 1x1 clips. But I do know that this style, there's like 4 versions of, and they're difficult to tell apart quickly. So that's going to take me a while too. And it's not even a full container. Like these 2 are pretty full. They're bulging right up to the top. This one is not, but because they're only 1x1, I'm pretty sure there's more pieces here. So that's going to be the last one I do. It's going to take the longest amount of time, I'm almost positive. So yeah, that's these 3 categories are the ones that are next. I really need to get over here and start doing some of this stuff. I don't know when I will see Rob again, because he was probably going to be doing a mold sort of either the 2x plate or the 2x brick, because I've got the 2x plate here and the 2x brick down here. And then I've got 3 totes of washed vehicle parts, and there's probably another tote over here already, pretty much ready of vehicle parts. I don't know, maybe not. No, I guess it's, yeah. So I mean, there's vehicle parts in here and there's vehicle parts in here. So yeah. I was talking to somebody and they separate out wheels and tires separate from the rest of the vehicle parts. And that really is not a bad idea. So I might start doing that. I'm going to see what these are like, because I have a feeling the vast majority are wheels and tires, which is good. Pull them out and then you've got bigger pieces and whatnot left. So yeah, that's one of the next projects I have to get to. But that's all I've got, I think, at the moment. I'm expecting a couple of people on Thursday, or perhaps, or at least one for sure, and the other one is not confirmed yet. Checking on some stuff, but hopefully I will see them as well. And we'll see what I get up to tomorrow on Wednesday. Anyways, as always, thank you very much. Hello. It is now late Friday night. Ben has been here again, and he's been working over here diligently on minifigure stuff, but not for that long tonight because we were doing some other stuff too. But as a part of all that work, I'm trying to think now. This stuff goes up here. Yeah, this is Z2, columns 1 through 4. Those are all done. They're in a file. We'll have to worry about pricing and whatnot, but we're not going to put them up yet. I think what's going to happen is we're going to wait and put up a whole bunch of figures at once. And I'm leaning towards October 1st on that. So I have like a big blowout, put up a whole bunch of minifigures. Like there's 40 in each column. So 40 and 40 is 80, and 80 and 80 is 160. But there's over 200 minifigures in there because there's some I have multiple copies of the minifigure. So as long as we're not causing a problem with the outer bag, we're putting more than one figure in that bag. So there's like 55 extra figures in there over the 180 or 160 that it would be. So that's what he's been working on. There's another one over here that's got all the figures in bags, but they need to be numbered and then entered into a file. But yeah, the process is going quite well. I'm very happy with this at the moment. So, and then we're going to go look at what else was happening over here. I've also been just doing a little bit of tidying up in different areas. It's hard to tell in some places, but that's kind of one of the things I've been trying to do. But like there was a tote over here that's no longer here. I mean, this one is still here, and I got to move this base plate. It's got my laundry bags for putting the Lego in for washing. But if you'll notice, all those totes that were over here are no longer here. And the reason for that is because they've been put away in the hallway over here. Now, unfortunately, I didn't think to look, but Ben put them in laterally, and they really could have fit the other direction. We could have fit a little bit more of them in there, but that's okay. I'm not going to redo it. We basically, because of the sorting that's been going on, we only really have these 3 totes here, and then these totes over here. A couple of the clear ones are more recent. We've been dumping stuff into them, and then these 3 are either ones that were out here in process. I think that gray one was in process. And then the other 2 had stuff in it that was interesting when we were going through these totes. So we basically kept them out. One had some pretty old stuff in it too. We did find some more sealed bags, so those have ended up there. And you know, there's non-Lego things we found, and just random things like here's a key ring with 2 keys on it, but they're blanks. There's not actually, they've never been cut. So there are 2 blank keys on this key ring. It's really strange. I don't really understand why that had happened, but there you go. So yeah, and there's a lot of mess right there on that sorting station, which is going to have to get cleaned up. There's a lot of stuff in the front of it, but the upside is I now have a lot of room over here. And the big upside of that is, oh, and we also found there had been some washed Lego down there, and there's still some over here. We'll look at this first. Yeah, this is like mostly dark gray pieces in here. This has got a mix of stuff in it. This has got all gray, light bluish gray and light gray pieces in it. So I'm not really sure why I washed a mix of pieces like that, but I did. And then some of them, however, were also wedge plates. So there's a whole bunch of wedge plates that have been washed. Now, some of these are probably older versions. Like, I think this would probably go into vehicle parts now, the way I'm doing things. And this would probably as well, but a lot of this is straight just wedge type stuff. So this is another category now that's been washed. Whoops, piece goes flying. Another category that's been washed that can be mold sorted. I haven't had any mold sorting going on. I'm still trying to push through the modified plate. That's what I was doing tonight. And I got through these, which doesn't seem like a lot, but what I did was I took one of those 3 totes that were left over, so there's only 2 left. I took one of them and I sorted them into the 4 categories. So there was the 1x2 plate with a clip on the short end. There's the 1x2 plate with 2 clips on the long end. And then over here, there is the 1x2 plate with 1 clip on the long end. And over here, there is the 1x2 plate with the clip replacing one of the studs. Like that. And there's 2 versions of this. Ironically, I only have one version with this. These are all those. And all of these occur in both versions. And I have none of the other version, which is a little odd. But there was only the one version of these. And I think there might be a second version of this one. I don't recall. And I think there's one, maybe a second version of these. I'm not sure. But basically, so I chose each one. I did these because there was less of them. There was the fewest of these. And then this one, which starts right here, there was the next most of. So I've done those 2 subcategories. And they each fit inside of one of these quite easily. And these 2 are fuller. They're roughly about the same. We'll see when we're done. I'll be able to figure out how many of each piece I had. I think there's probably a few more of this just because I think they're easier to condense down because there's just the 1 clip. And with these, the 2 clips, they can get kind of like stuck up on each other. And I just think it doesn't mush down quite as well. There's also a few pieces right here that these I just processed, so I'm going to probably get those into inventory quickly. I was curious about that one. A couple of large tiles in red. I thought that was cool. A couple of the, I believe these are the chrome, silver grills, and then just some metallic gold pieces I thought were cool. Just all there's random stuff on the table here. I really need to clean the table up some more. We're getting to different things. It's just like a slow process. And then over here, you know, because of all the stuff that was moved, so I took it and I was able to slide a couple empty totes in there. I've got room down here. I put a tote in there. I can actually access all these shelves down here again, which is really good. And then further over, all of these are now much more accessible, which means I have access to many more of these drawers. Like, see here, I only numbered down to this far here because I couldn't even reach these with all the totes in the way. So now that I can reach more of them, I'll number more of them, and then I can actually use them for storage for parting out more sets. So I'm probably going to start doing some set part outs as well. Now I have, as you'll see on this side, this is the new side, there's a lot of drawers sticking out. So there's like half room in a lot of these. And I think I mentioned this before, but if I had a drawer, a small drawer, that was completely empty, I turned it around to indicate that it was completely empty. Because what was happening is I was like, oh, okay, this piece here that I need to put away, it needs a full drawer, but a small one. So I'm like, okay. And then I go like, oh, nope, there's a piece in there. Oh, nope, there's a piece in there. And I kept trying to find, it took a while. So now my plan is for small drawers that are empty, they get turned around. And then the large drawers, they don't need to because they are divided left and right. So if I leave it open, I'll be able to tell, oh, it's either doubly empty or fully empty, or in a couple of cases over here, one side is empty or the other. Up here too. So yeah, that's what my plan is for those. They'll be a lot easier to tell on the large ones, so I don't need to turn those around. But a lot of this stuff needs to go into the crouch space over here. And then these bags from Target, they have all the bins in them that I'm using inside the drawers. So these work really well. And so I'll probably continue using these. They slide back a little bit. There's a little bit of room here, but not a ton. It just keeps things a little more organized. And of course, if I have enough, see this I could probably put in a bin, but I think I've actually sold some of that too. But sometimes the parts, you know, in this large plate, you know, certainly could have something else go in with it. Same thing here. This is fuller. This is probably just the one part in there. And then, you know, you've got this one up here, which I probably don't want to have another part in there just because it's pretty full. So yeah, that's how that's kind of organized. And then the additional stickers are up there for these drawers, plus the under drawers over here, and then all of the pick-a-brick cups on the used side, because I generally don't have a lot of the pick-a-brick cups be in use on the used sides yet. Well, there's more on this length over here for sure. It's not full yet though. Mainly because I'm trying to keep the pick-a-brick cups the same as the drawers, meaning that particular part type in that drawer unit. Now, one thing I will mention is, so I'm still working on the last 2 of the 4 categories of the third to last one of those tubs. I've got 2 more. They're all 1x modified plate. And because of that, I have like no room left in 1x modified plate in the upright. I take that back. I do have some room, but they're basically large drawers and a half or full large drawers. That's what I have left. So I have been going sideways, and I basically have also used up all of the 2x modified plate drawers. There's even cases where I have gone and used, and you've got multiple parts in the drawer, just colors different, and then also in, like, this one is a completely different part, this one's a different part, and then those 3 are the same. So I've been doing that a little bit, but I think I'm going to need to steal maybe 1 unit from somewhere else and declare it to be modified plate, or perhaps even more. And I think I know where it's going to be. And unfortunately, it's not close, but it's just the way of the thing. I'm trying something new here, but I think I'm going to use over here. I've got 2 columns that are designated for minifigures, animals, and accessories. Now, because I'm doing the minifigures in the those card drawers, which we just showed you a little earlier, I don't think I need this much space for minifigure stuff. So what I'm probably going to do is I will take one of these and make it additional modified plate space, and then go from there. And because I know that I already have some figure stuff in this one, I'll probably make this one the additional modified plate storage. So what I might do is I might declare that like overflow storage for certain categories or something like that. And of course, this only works so far as, you know, the store is this size. You know, if at some point down the road I get another floating unit through here, it kind of blows it all out of the water. So we will see how things go. I'm optimistic. I'm happy with things the way they're working now, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. So yeah, that is pretty much my plan going forward. I've got a few other things I need to take care of this weekend. Monday is Labor Day. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to have a video out for Labor Day, but it probably will be something, it's probably going to be a vlog, and you're probably watching it now. And so that's my plan. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And we are getting closer to the 1,000 subscriber point. I'll mention this because I've been following another YouTube person, Montana Use Bricks. She does a great job. And she's a little bit higher than I was in subscriber count, which is great. I think she deserves it completely. This is the giveaway set for when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Must be 2 years ago now. I decided to come up with 5 sets for 200, 400, 600, 800, and 1,000 subscribers, where the number of pieces in the set, this one has 1,060, were close to the number of subscribers. This is the last one I have to give away along those lines. And I believe one of the other prizes was also the hair clips that had come in shipment mistakenly like 2.5 years ago or so. So yeah, this is coming at some point. I don't know exactly when, but we'll see when that gets here. Other things are probably coming up soon too, some other surprise type things. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep plugging forward as I always do. Thank you.